drive that to a foreign country. In fact, we're going to take a boat, stick that thing on a boat and go to a foreign country with it. Guess which country? Post in the comments. But first, we happen to notice that on the way, there's this beach where clothing is optional, and I'm too shy, obviously, to join them. But Leela, we're going to find out how Leela feels. Leela, what are the odds? You think we're going to go and just turn around and run away, or what do you think? We're almost there. I think Leela's nervous. She's been really quiet the whole time. Are you nervous? We're on a somewhat sketchy road. Got 5 miles to go. It's kind of late in the day. It's like 4 o'clock, so we might be the only ones there, which, you know, that'd be fine. Make it a little easier, I think. Beach looks something like that. Might be it up there. We made it this far. To make it all the way, we saw an entrance there and an entrance here. And I looked up the rules, etiquette for going to these clothing optional beaches, and it's like, don't take pictures. So, you know, we gotta be all discreet and respectful of other people here. As far as us being the only ones here, looks like that's probably not gonna be the case.
No, I've just never been to one. It says parking permit required. I don't know where that we did that. Clothing optional area. Okay.
Hopefully we won't get a ticket because it says parking permit, but don't see where to buy a parking permit, so we'll just risk it. Afraid to talk to people in there because one of the other rules that I read is like, you know, be discreet about talking to people. So we'll see. The path is kind of cool. Look at this. It's like you're going through a jungle. And I don't hear any sounds. And we're all nervous. I don't see anybody really yet. I'm just gonna kind of. So far?
No, just it's actually really quiet here.
It's peaceful and nobody's bugging anybody, and it's just a general population. It's not. Before we show you the rest of the video, which I know is the part you want to see, we should probably clarify something. We're not just doing this because it's crazy and we've never done it before. I mean, that's kind of part of it, but there's a little more to it, and Leela's going to share that with you.
If you've been watching our channel, you kind of know the story. I was diagnosed with breast cancer just a little over 3 years ago. Cancer took a lot away from me. I've struggled with a lot of the changes that have happened to my body. I've struggled with a lot of surgeries, reconstruction. Not everything works correctly. It's definitely led to a lot of insecurity about, you know, my body and the way it looks. You know, a lot of struggles with how my body has changed. This to me was a therapeutic thing. It was a way for me to be in a safe space, and I felt loved and beautiful and accepted, and I was only do that with Trevor by my side because I felt really like very loved and accepted by him, and that was huge for me. Not that he's been great about it. There was something about it for me, and just kind of being okay and starting to really love this body and love it for all that it has inside of it. What I found is the more that I become vulnerable and let myself discover more people and more ways of living, that I become more healed. I become more accepting of myself, and in turn more accepting of others.
After opting out of all clothing, Leela sat on the beach and tried to get used to it. My first act of bravery was to take a short walk to the UFO that Collins Beach is also known for. This is the Swabi Island spaceship. Built 1973, cost about 10 grand, and slept like 12 people. And it was probably beached in a flood in like 1996, I think. Let me show you real quick. And we're here on, I think it's the Columbia River. I don't think I want to go too far in here because it looks pretty sketchy, but it looks like people have had fires here and crashed here and done a lot of graffiti. But kind of cool little boat. Yeah, it was kind of awkward at first. It didn't get really awkward until 6 fully clothed girls walked up on the UFO while I was doing my naked, self-guided tour. I tried to discreetly film us without showing others on the beach, but literally every time I hit record, Leela got super uncomfortable, so I didn't capture as much of the experience as I would have liked. Well, what'd you think?
You know what? That was a really beautiful little swim we had out there. no clothes on. It was fun.
It was a little different than we thought. It was like, it's just
Very peaceful.
It's peaceful, quiet. People are
peace.
kind of minding their own business.
It was actually very beautiful and peaceful. And
Would you do it again?
we'll see.
You know, Leela, there's a place near our campground in Canada. Do you think I can get Leela to try this again? To see how our island hopping in an RV to Canada turned out, you want to click right there. I can't wait to see it myself.